and then this is my expertise is black men, but the other subgroups that are now leaving the party, you have to give us a reason to vote for you. We're just not coming because we're Democrats or Republicans. The world has changed so much. And if we haven't learned anything from COVID, is that the world has changed so much, even more so politically. So why haven't we adjusted? To me, that's the biggest problem.
Let me also add this. I'm going to add this before I go to my panel with their questions. And again, it's going to step on some toes, and I really don't care because I'm used to that. There are a lot of black men who are also angry at Democrats because of black girl magic. See, I ain't got a problem saying it. And I've had conversations with many sisters who kept assigning everything to misogyny. And I said, you can't do that. And I'm like, take it from me as a black man. I know the conversations that I have. And so what I've had to say to brothers is, brothers, you're offended by black girl magic. You're offended when people say that black women are the backbone of the Democratic Party. It's also factually correct that black men are the second largest voting bloc of the Democratic Party.
That's right.
And a lot of these brothers are upset because I had a brother who told me, who was running in Texas, he said, you ain't got no shot in running if you're a black man. You got to be a black woman. And I was like, where did you get that from? And he started explaining to me. And this is what I said to him. And this is the reality, Michael. A lot of these brothers are pissed off that these sisters have organized themselves, have mobilized themselves, are raising money, are doing what they're supposed to do. And then when I look over here, I see a whole bunch of brothers with attitudes and sour faces. And my response to them is, well, why aren't you organizing? And I've said, listen, I got no problem. I've said to Khalil, bruh, win with black men. Yes, we had that great call.
Full of shit.
Roland Martin doesn't understand that he's in a bubble. We know it though, right? He's in a bubble, a big time bubble. He's talking to the choir of Democrats. I mean, and a bunch of black guys sitting around upset that they're not Jasmine Crockett. Okay, I don't know what small slither of America you and this guy's talking to. That's it. You're only talking to other wannabe politicians. Most people, that ain't what they own. They're not on that shit. So this what you're talking about has nothing to do with the masses of black Americans. That's not why you're getting your teeth kicked in. Is that why Kamala got her ass whipped? Is that why Jasmine Crockett gonna be home come January? She'll be home for Christmas. That's the reason is y'all don't offer black America anything. And that's what the guy was trying to tell you before you went on this long-ass diatribe about some bullshit that don't have nothing to do with anything. You talking about politician employees and people that want to be entrepreneurs. You know what? Go get a real job, If you want to rob me, get a gun. Rob for a living. Don't be a freaking politician pimp. Yeah, that small subsection of Negroes that you're talking about don't matter. And also, by the way, Roland, there's a large amount of people that are non-Democrats. So when you talk about voter turnout, which is what they were complaining about, Roland's been complaining and trying to find a sweet spot. He's been rolling the electorate over in a pile of flour and looking for the wet spot. All this time hoping that he'd find some way to get in and be relevant. And he's not. Roland Martin, you're not relevant, sir. Not to people that aren't Democrats. Look, a lot of people that are not Democrats are not voting Democrat. And there are people that are Democrats who don't vote because they're like, they were raised a Democrat, but they're not Democrats. And they kind of wake up at some point, you get like 25. You're like, hey, I never signed up for this shit. I never took the oath. I didn't get baptized. Disfellowship me. So that's really what's happening, man. The Democratic Party has been skating along a lot, for a long period of time, and it's just over. At some point, the game's up. People have seen everything they need to see. They see the emperor has no clothes. They see that the Wiz was this little short, shriveled up mofo. It's not an amazing Oz. It's just a little tiny person, a mini Roland, and it's like, Buddha. Buddha. We don't need a Buddha. We're not going to listen to Buddha. Buddha don't make us want to vote. And that's all it is, man. It's real simple. It's like your boy just said. It's like the brother just told you. Purple pocket square. He said it. You don't listen to anybody but you, Roland. Black people, black Americans, black American men do not feel valued by your party. Your party ain't paying no attention. And it just took a little bit of while, but now black Americans not paying you any attention. Okay, so let's keep it moving. Roland had more to say. Let's check it out.
And higher. Since 1980, it peaked right there. It got close in 2020, but it peaked in those years. So what then happened? Obama runs for 2012. He didn't need the ecosystem. I was saying in 2007 and 8 when he was running,
Roland, you be watching my show, don't you? Because you use the same graphs I used, last week? You got the same talking points I had last week, guys. Like, I ain't bragging or nothing. I know it's been people saying symbolic in my comments. Hey, you and Roland should debate. Why? He's still on my material. Roland know if more people saw me, I'd be twice as big as Roland. Roland ain't gonna let that happen. Roland see me coming. He see me. He see me. He through the window looking. He see me coming. He don't want no problems. Because I guarantee you that if I'm on the same stage, if I'm in a debate with Roland, I'm going to come away with some of his people. He know it. He ain't going to take none of my people. I'm going to take some of his people. I'm scared. Let's keep going.
bruh, y'all, he only going to be there max 8 years. You're going to need the ecosystem. The reality is the black turnout strategy was obliterated when Obama ran for president. The white operatives operated after 2012, 2016, they operated as if he was still running.
That's right.
That's what happened. And here's why it's in the data. There was an 8-point gap between black women and black men for Obama in 2012. The first sign of black male erosion was in 2012. I discussed it on my show then. I said, y'all, black men said they were not satisfied with what Obama did in the first 4 years. But because the number was still at high 80s, folks were like, oh, that's no big deal. It increased in 16. People, a lot of sisters were like, oh, it's misogyny. I said, misogyny is a part of it. It doesn't fully explain the erosion. The erosion continued in 2020. And the erosion continued in 2024. It's because they were not paying attention to what black men were saying, and they were still running a 2008 strategy that does not work in 2024. It's not going to work in 2026 or 2028.
Symbolism special.
Yo, man, my volume's up. Roland, man, you a thief, man. Test it. Let's switch mics. We good? All right, Roland, you a thief, man. Why you steal my style, fam? It's a lot of stealing going on lately. What's wrong with y'all, man? Okay, look. Roland, he was almost there. But it's just symbolism. What I mean by that is he is just taking talking points. He's talking about he's on the right track, but he's not there because he can't be there. You got the right. You came up with the right prognosis, but you got the wrong cause. Yeah, so put it this way. Yes, Black American men were tired. In 2012, you saw it was very evident that it was a drop-off. The numbers said, we got to do is look at a graph. But your reason why is bullshit. You're right, it was Obama. But it was not the white establishment that did it. It was Obama himself. Obama turned off voters, black men, because they were expecting Obama to be a black man. See, it bit y'all in the ass that you ran a black man. You gave us what we thought we wanted all this time. You know, it's like you save up your time. You keep thinking, oh man, when I get this thing, I'm gonna feel on top of the world. When I get this thing, it will change everything for me. All of a sudden, I'm gonna have what I need to get where I need to go. And that could be anything. It could be a gold chain. It could be a new car. It could be a new job, whatever it is. You think when I get there, I remember when I got into corporate America, I thought, oh, but I'm here, you know. My dad was blue collar his whole life. You know, his dad was blue collar and a pastor. You know, if I'm able to get there in a certain time, I was working for the phone company. I got into management. I'm like, man, I was, you know, a management employee, right? I'm like, oh man, I'm a team lead. I'm getting there, you know? And then when I got there, I realized it was some bullshit. Yeah, it was just as bad as being hourly. If it was worse because you didn't get overtime. Like, oh, look at this. This sucks. I took my early out and got the hell out of there and went somewhere else because then I realized that wasn't matter. So what I'm saying is that's what happened to black men. Black men finally got their black male president. This guy hanging out. He's got a black wife. They got black kids. He knows black music. He's doing all this. We overlooked his name. We forgot his name was Barack Hussein Obama. We saw him as a black guy. And then he got in there. He told us to kiss his ass. He told us he was not the president of Black America. He's the president of America. Stop asking him for shit. Pull your pants up, Pookie. Then he proceeded to help the LGBTQ get married and to help undocumented immigrants become dreamers after he deported, I don't know, 100 million people. then he got some act right. He wanted to help their kids after he got their parents out the country. But the point is, black American men saw this. And we lost interest in the Democrats. And I'm leaving out so many other things that Obama did. He bailed out Wall Street. He didn't bail out Martin Luther King Avenue. Black people lost their homes. Where was Obama? Helping the lenders, not helping the borrowers. You thought he was helping those black men incarcerated on trumped up charges and bullshit system, predatory system. He went to one black prison and Herb went back home. It took Trump to do something about the One Step Act, to take the first step. Shouldn't that have been Obama? So yeah, people got tired, man. 2012, Obama is lucky to become a second-term president. If it wasn't for the racism of the Republicans who don't like Mormons, if they voted the same amount of white folks that voted for John McCain, voted for Mitt Romney, Obama would have been a one and out. He would have been Joe Biden. So that's what it was. It's not because of the organizing. Motherfucker, you didn't need to organize with Obama running as president in 2008. It wasn't organizing. He was the prize. It was having him. But what you don't understand, it wasn't just a symbolism. It was what we thought he was going to do. We thought if we ever get a black man in that office, he's going to close the racial wealth gap. He's going to talk about the issues that we needed to talk about and fight the fights that we needed him to fight. And if you were an Irish president, if you were Irish and an Irish president came in, you would be thinking the same thing. If you were Asian and an Asian president is elected, you didn't think the people that voted for Andrew Yang. I know, because I've been popular outside of the Democrats. I'm not like you, Roland. I didn't have to go work at CNN. A lot of Asian people were rooting like shit for Andrew Yang. And when I had criticism for Andrew Yang, I was overrun by people that wanted their Asian president. They had to settle for Kamala, who's half Asian. But the point is, they would have wanted something from him. That's the whole purpose. It's not just bragging rights. It's not just, ooh, look at him. He looks like somebody like my father if he was 3 shades lighter and had a pole stuck up his ass. No. So you're wrong, Roland. You're dead wrong. It's not because of the white establishment. You just keep going back to that. You go back to that all the time because your main complaint is they don't give you enough money, Roland. At the end of the day, all roads lead back to Roland's pocket. All complaints. Is there anything wrong with the Democratic Party that doesn't have to do with you getting money, Roland? Is anything got to do with you not getting more ad revenue? I see through you, brother. That's why I know you don't want to have a conversation. Because I'm going to expose all that shit, Roland, because that's all you ever talk about. It could not have been the policies that did not appeal to us. So now we're so goofy, we're so transparently devoid of a core that all we care about is optics? Nah. Of course, there's some of us who are goofy, who are doing so well. There's some black Americans that are doing so well that they don't need anything from their government. They just need their government to get out their way. But for the working class black Americans that I represent, they need a shit, just like white people did. The middle class white America was created by white people that wanted there to be a white middle class. If it wasn't for FDR wanting to create a white middle class, there'd be no white middle class. That was an intentional structure. Ira Katz Nelson, when affirmative action was white. Affirmative action's never been black, or maybe 3 years of it. Then it turned white quick as hell. So people that know these histories, there were people that thought Obama was going to come in and truly implement some things, and he didn't. Instead, he ran from color. He ran from race. He didn't even want to have conversations, except when a black kid got killed. Only about police brutality, and he still didn't do shit about that. He just talked about it. Symbolism. My son, I look at Trayvon, I think about me. Even though I don't have a son, I could have a son. And if I had a son, he could be like Trayvon. That's it. And then he said, pull your pants up, I got work to do. Michelle, make sure you lock the door. All these niggers come into my house. Tell them to stop calling. I'll see them next speech. I'll see them come November. How's that song go by? The Beatnuts? Oh, The Roots. What's the song with Lauryn Hill? Wyclef. They had the Wyclef joint. Yeah, that one. I'll see you in October and November. So at the end of the day, fam, Roland, you was on the right street and then you failed miserably by going right back to your old trusty, complaining about your pocketbook and want to make it about the whites. It is about the whites, the Democrat whites. The Democrat Party itself, which is what you work for. You work for a bunch of elitist white people. So you work for, Roland, whether you work for them directly or not. Without them, you have no career. And you lie to black people and you tell them whatever they want to hear. You're afraid to tell them the truth because they'll turn on you quick fast. They'll turn on you faster than. They'll turn on you faster than Milli Vanilli. When they found out Milli Vanilli was lip syncing. Grand opening, grand closing. If you ever tell the truth. Because some of them are still delusional. Because you lied to them and gave them the illusion that the Obamas were the best thing that ever happened. They destroyed your party. Because the rabbit kicked the bucket or the bucket kicked the rabbit. Or last thing you want to do is let the horse get the carrot and find out the carrot sucks. When that happens, horse stop running. Horse goes home and watches Netflix. Picks up a 12-pack of Negro. Gets a comfortable spot on the couch. And chills the fuck out come election time. Get it now? Make sense? That motherfucker. Guns and butter, baby. Guns and butter. All right, y'all, check this out. My name is Tim Black. Thank you for tuning in to the Tim Black Show. We do this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Oh, I tell you, Fridays they get roast. They get rough. I don't pull no punches. I never pull punches, but Friday, I go hammer. Hammer, lamb.